This video help you how to create chart of account and other account master in Axolon. For creating the chart of account, just go to accounts and banking cards. Just click on accounts. You can select the account group from here. If any new account group you required, you can just click on here. It will give you the account group creation screen. Let's say if you want to create any group like current asset, you can just click on here new, just put the number and what kind of group, this one asset or liability or income, or it comes under any of the main group, you can select it over here. After that, just save it, and here you can select the group here. Then just enter the account name, then type of the account like bank or cash account, receivable, whatever it is, then currency of that particular ledger. If any other extra fields if you want to enter, you can enter it over here. You can save it. Whatever chart of account you already created, it will give you in the open list in a pre-structured manner. Here also, if you want to add any new ledger, if you just right click, you can add it. Same like new group also, you can add it. Apart from the chart of account, we have other masters. Just I will show you. Just go to cards again, cost centers. Cost center is nothing but for tracking the expenses. You can create your warehouse or your locations, subdivisions in as a cost centers. Then while doing the transaction, it will affect on the transaction screen. You can just select that one. We have option for creating the register. Instead of taking direct ledger while doing the transaction, we can create as a register for the cash and credit card and all, and respective ledger we can map it over here. While doing the transaction, they will see only this register. Instead of seeing the ledgers, they can see only this register name. Like that you can create so many cash registers. It's mainly for the petty cash and cash sale customers, like that. Other master, it's like analysis. For tracking the vehicle expense or your quotas expense and all, what we can do, we can create those things as a group. Let's say vehicle as a group. After that, you can add the analysis under that particular group. Let's say if you want to track vehicle expense with respect to the analysis, then you can just map over here vehicle expense, vehicle maintenance expense, then you can just map that particular group. That means whenever you are doing any transaction with respect to the vehicle maintenance expense, then system will ask you how to map that particular analysis while doing the transaction. Same way you will get the better report also. Apart from that, we have the cards for the bank. That means all your banks, like available bank in the country, you can add it over here. While doing the receipt entry, check receipt entry, you can just choose this kind of banks. And whatever facility given by the bank also, we have to enter in the master in the system. And one important thing is currency master. Like we have to make one currency as a base currency. Rest of the currency we can make the exchange rate based on the base currency. If any exchange rate is changing, you can come over here, you can change it. New rate, you can enter it. And we have the better control for the payment method and terms. Let's say if you want to make some customer or supplier with respect to the payment terms, you can add it over here. It's a due days, after invoice or after end of the month, like that you can filter it here. Based on that, whenever they are making any invoice, it will calculate the due dates automatically. And in Axolon, we have the option to make the checkbook tracking. Let's say in your bank you have the check leaves that you have to register first, then only system will allow you to give the check payment from the system. You can register the check number over here from start to any this kind of number, and whenever you are making any check payment, it will ask you which check you are giving. Whatever check you registered, only you can take the print out from the system. And if any bounds, check is bounds, any reason if you want to add, you can add it over here. These are all the general masters for the Axolon accounts. I think you are very much clear. Thank you. This video I will show you how to do the general transaction in Axolon. Just go to, if you want to do any journal entry, just you can go to journal entry, document ID and voucher number system will take automatically. Date you can enter it. If any references you can enter over here. With respect to the currency, you can select the currency over there. Give some narration over. After that, here in Axolon we have 4 tabs like accounts, customer, vendors and employee. If you are selecting accounts, it will give you all your chart of account here. If you want to specifically giving to any customer, then you have to select C, then it will give you all your existing customer in the system. Same like vendor, all your supplier list will give you. Same like all your staff payable, like your employees, it will give you all this one. Let's say I need to make one adjustment entry for the bank charges. I will select here bank charges, which is the description, like bank charges on this particular month, like that you can give the description. Here you will get the, if with respect to any division or something, you can select the cost center, then you can give the amount over here. And credit account, you can select the bank. Same like you can enter the debit balance, then you can just save it. Same like if you want to do any debit note or credit note related to purchase return and sales return, you can enter it here. It's related to any inventory effect, you have that option which we discussed before, like sales returns, like purchase return. If it's only related to the debit entry, then you have to do debit note here. Select the supplier over here, all your supplier will come here, then you can just select the account like purchase, then you can enter the amount. If it's related to tax, then you can select the tax group over here, then save it. Then if you want to do any allocation, you can do the allocation here also. And in Axolon, whenever you done any transaction in accounts, then just taken this previous record, then go to distribution summary, you will get it which are all the ledgers hit into that particular account. Okay, let's say I made just now one entry, then it will give you same like what are all the entries. If you want to attach any document, you can attach it over here, and also in the listing which are all the entries you have done particular day, it will affect over here. Same like sales return, we have the option here for the credit note. Here instead of selecting the supplier, you have to select the customer name and select the customer name, and you can put the account over here, then take this one. Here also same like that, if you want to do the tax session, that you can do the tax option also, and save it. Thank you. This video we will explain how to do the provisional expense entry into the Axolon. For that purpose, we have option standing journals. For creating the standing journal, just go to accounts and bank, standing journals, standing journal entry. Let's say we have one rent expense for an entire year. We will create as a rent as a standing journal code. Then we will select January 2018 to December 2018, 12-month period. Which is the transaction document want to be monthly purpose, then you can select it here. Then here we will just call the two ledgers. Let's say rent expense 1000 per month. Then prepaid rent here. You can give any narration for year 2008 rent. Then save it. Then every month user has to do the process standing journal. Then you just select the month over here, year over here. It will show you what are all the standing journals you created. Just make the save and process it. Once you are processing, system will automatically post one entry in the journal entry. Thank you. This video we will explain how to create cash receipt entry in Axolon. Just go to accounts and banking, cash or card receipt entry. Here document ID, voucher number will come automatically. Then you can just choose the register. Then from the customer, if you are receiving the money, just select C, then select the customer name over here. Okay, just in between I will just make it one sales invoice to show how to allocate the receipt entry against that sales invoice. Just go to customer, sales invoice, just select the customer name over here, select the delivery note, then make it save. After that, when I am making cash receipt entry, I will just click on here. It will show you what are all the outstanding invoice for him. Then here we can make it how much amount receiving. Narration you can enter it over here. Then save it. Once saved, system will show you allocation for the invoices. If you can enter it, like invoice amount is 1260, then you can enter the payment amount, then save it. Thank you. This video we will help you how to create check receipt entry and maturity other transaction also. In accounts and banking, go to check receipt entry, just select check receipt entry. Document ID and voucher number system will give you automatically. Check receipt date you can enter over here. After that, which customer is giving the check, you can just enter the customer name. Then the bank of checkbook you can enter over here. Check number you can enter it here. Then date of the check. Let's say it's in tomorrow's check, then you can enter it. Put the narration. Just make the save. Once you are saving, system will give you what are all the outstanding invoices for that particular customer. You can allocate it. Once the due date is coming, just go to check receipt and check maturity entry. What are all the checks has been due up to this date, it will list up here. You can select the which is the bank you are depositing the check. Just select the check number. Once you save, it will deposit to that particular bank. If you want to see the transaction, just select previous transaction, then click on the journal distribution. It will show you from where its check is gone. If the check is bounced from the bank, you have to enter the bounce check entry. Here you can just filter the check number or customer number, then you can just select it, then save it. That time status will change. Same like that, if you want to return back to the check to the customer, you can just do the cancellation. Here you have, if you want to do the reason and all, you can add it. Based on this, system can give you the reports for the PDC received and issued. Thank you. How to make bank transfer receipt in Axolon. Go to accounts and banking, bank transfer receipt. Once you open the bank transfer receipt form, system will give you document ID, voucher number automatically. You can just put the narration against voices. You can just select the date of the bank transfer, then select the account also, currency. Then you can just in the bank combo you can select the bank account, your bank account. Then received from customer, you can just select the customer name over here. Then you can put the amount. If there are any bank charges applied, then you can just select the bank fee, then fee code, bank charges. Then make save. Once you are saving, same like check and cash receipt, it will show you the outstanding invoices. You can allocate it. Thank you. This video will show you how to make cash payment entry in Axolon. Just go to accounts and banking, cash payment entry. Document ID, you can select it over here. If it's related to any of your cost center, you can select the cost center here. Date of the payment, you can enter it here. Currency, automatically it will come base currency. If you want to make the currency change, you can change it. Pay from any of your cash account, cash register, you can select it. It's related to any supplier payment, you can just select vendor, then put the amount, just make save. Before making the save, I will just show you how to make a supplier invoice. Just go to vendor, purchase invoice, select any particular vendor. Let's say I'm selecting the same vendor S002. You can select it, then make any invoices, reference from the GRN which we explained before some videos. You can make it like that. Once you made this one, you are just making the save of this one, cash payment entry. It will show you all the outstanding invoices. You can allocate it. Once you save, you can take the before screen, then you can verify the details. If you want to take the printout, you can take the printout. If you want to see the journal distribution, you can see the distribution of the ledgers, all things. Thank you. This video, how to prepare check payment and how to manage the post dated check in Axolon. For making the payment, we have the option check payment entry. Before that, we need to register all our check leaves in Axolon. For that purpose, we have option new or edit checkbook. Here you can create the checkbook name and with respect to which bank name, and which is our ledger for that particular bank, and we have one control account PDC payable. Here you have the template for that particular checkbook. For the printing purpose, you can just map it, then save. Once you save this one, you have the option to register the checkbook. Just select the same checkbook, then number of the check leaves from starting to this one, then register it. Once you register this one only, we can do the check payment from the system. For doing the payment entry, just go to accounts and banking, check payment entry. Document ID and voucher number will come automatically. You can select the payment date, then currency of the check. You can select here either for the account, that means your ledger, for supplier, or if you have any customer, you can select it. Let's say I'm selecting from this particular supplier. Then if you want to check the unallocated invoices, outstanding invoices for that particular supplier, you will get it here. Then select the checkbook, then check number automatically will come. If you want to change any check number, you can change it. Then you have to enter the date of the check, put the narration, then give the amount. Once it's saved, it will ask you for the allocation. Whenever you are giving the check payment, it is directly hitting to the supplier account, then to the PDC payable control account. This PDC payable control account we are mapping in the checkbook register. Once due date comes, just go to same check payments, then issued check clearance. Click on here. What all the check has been due, it will come over here. You can just select it, then save. That time it will reduce from your bank account to hit to the PDC payable control account. When check is bounced from your bank, you can pass the bounce entry, check bounce entry. Then it will again come for the check maturity. If it's cancelled from the bank, you have to make the cancellation entry. That means customer from the supplier, you will return back that check. We have option to do the security check also. You can just give to issued to whom, issued to any supplier, which is the check number. Check date is not mandatory. You can just put the amount, then save it. Once it's coming back, you can make the security check return back. Axolon have the feature to do check printing from the system itself. For that purpose, you have to come to the print check screen, then select the checkbook which you have already given, then take the preview and print. Thank you. This video, how to create bank transfer payment in Axolon. Just go to accounts and banking, bank transfer payment. Document ID and voucher number system will give you automatically. You can just put the narration over here. Let's say paid for last month invoices. If additional notes, you can enter it here. Pay from, it will display all your bank accounts. You can just select the vendor, put the amount. Here if you want to see the outstanding invoices, it will list you all the outstanding invoices. If any bank charges applied, you can just select the bank charges also here. These are all the masters coming from the Axolon cards which we discussed in the previous video. Then just make it save. Allocate the invoices. Once you save, if you want to attach any copies, you can attach it. If you want to take the printout, you can take the printout from the system. And if you want to just verify all the financial entries posted is the correct manner, then go to journal distribution in the same form. It will show you from the account payable how much given, from the bank account how much reduced, what is the bank charges applied, everything you will get it here. Thank you. This video will help you how to manage petty cash in Axolon. For that purpose, first we need to take the petty cash from the main cash from your bank account and all. For that purpose, we have the screen fund transfer. Here just enter the amount how much you are taking, then we can put the narration. Then you can select from which account you are taking. Sometime you will take from main cash, or sometime you will take from your bank account directly. You can select the account over here. After that you can select your petty cash register, then save it. Then automatically the petty cash will fill up with that particular amount. After that, for making the petty cash entry, just go to cash payment entry, select the petty cash register over here, select the all expense account over here, DHL expense. You can put the narration. If it's related to any warehouse or anything, you can enter it, then you can enter the amount. If you are making for petrol expense, then if it's related to a particular vehicle, it will show list up all the vehicle. You can map it, then save it. Thank you. This video we will explain how to do bank reconciliation in Axolon. Just go to accounts and banking, select bank reconciliation menu, then you can select your bank account over here, then select the period. Let's say I need to reconcile in first quarter. Just select the first quarter, then load it. It will show you all the entry which you passed with respect to that first quarter. Then you can just select the fund entry, then you can just map the statement date. If it's same date, automatically system will take, otherwise you can change it. Once you've done all the transaction, reconcile with the bank statement, then difference will be coming less. If it's all transaction you entered in the system, then difference will be 0, then book value and this bank statement will be equal. Then you can save it. Later, if you want to do the reconciled entry, you can just take it here, include reconciled, it will show you. Thank you. How we can manage the report and dashboards in Axolon. For accounts report, just go to reports, accounts and finance. You can see so many reports over there like profit and loss, account transaction, daily cash report, bank book, PDC and all. Just for your information, I just show the profit and loss. If you want to take one profit and loss for particular period, then you just click on display. It will give you the report file with respect to that particular period, what is my sale, what is my expenses, everything. Same like that, if you want to see particular ledger or particular bank account for particular period, you can just select the bank ledger over here, then you can just make the period, then display. Same like it will show here what all the entry which you entered on that particular period. And we have the more reports related to the PDC also. Just once you want to see the PDC report, just go to accounts and banking again, select the PDC issued or received. Once you click here, we have the option like cleared or bounced with respect to the check, with respect to the bank, with respect to the check date, everything. Apart from these reports, if it's related to the supplier, we have the report vendors and payable. Same like customer, we have the customers and receivable and other reports also there. And if you want to set up the dashboard like this, we have the customized tool here. You can just make the customization. If you want to add new gadget, if you want to add PDC issued in your dashboard, you can just add it new one, then drag and drop, you can save it, then it will come to your screen. Or else if you want to remove something, then you can remove it. Let's say I just add this PDC issued, and I am just removing this purchase type here, and you can remove it and save it. If you want to edit the replace any dashboard to any of the place, you can just drag and drop. And if you require more tabs in the dashboard, you can just take it here, you can add it. Let's say sales. Apart from this too, we have the reporting tool in Smart List. You can add the reports whichever you required here. Any person have the SQL knowledge, they can add it. Simply write the query, they can add it. And also we have the report in the pivot chart center. This one also you will get the entire idea. Thank you. This video we are just explaining how to manage the project related account transaction in Axolon. For that purpose, if you are doing any transaction, let's say cash receipt entry, you can just choose the customer over name over here, put the amount, then you can select against which project you are receiving this money. Same like if you are doing any cash payment entry, you will just select the petty cash or whatever it is, then select the expense account over here. Then you can just say against which job you are doing that one. Same like if you are any multiple cost category and all, you can select it. All the accounts related entry we can do by the job with respect to the job, and also based on that you will get the report also. Thank you.